welcome back to AR77. Today we're looking at the Tanfoglio Limited Custom 4.5mm CO2 Air Pistol. Really nice gun. It is one of two that you can get that are very similar. There's the Limited Custom, which is this one, and there's the Gold Custom, I think it's called, which has it's more like a competition gun, so it has an extension on the barrel. I think I forget what they call them, but it releases in the actual pistol. It releases the flare and some of the energy out of there, and it prevents the. I think it makes the recoil easier. And the other version also has like you see these four things, these four holes here. Well, they are for you to attach a rail on the top of the gun, and the Gold Custom comes. I think it comes with that rail, which sits kind of up here. And then you can add a red dot if you wish. But this is the one I got because I just preferred it. I prefer the guns that look. I'm not as keen on that kind of race gun look, that competition gun look, really. Although it does have like this flared magwell here, but it's a really nice gun. This has been through a lot of rough and tumble. It's been dropped. I got the slide. I dropped it and the slide was stuck back, so I had to kind of do a bit of a botch job to try and get it back to where it is now, and finally got it working. Again, it works, but every now and then it does stick, it does jam. And I think there's a couple of bits inside that I'll need to file down just to get it working as smooth as it was before. But it's a really nice gun. I really like it. It's really heavy. It feels really good, really solid pistol. Yeah, and I kind of like the sort of ruggedness of it, of the way it looks. Looks quite an aggressive pistol, based on a CZ platform, I think, similar to the what's it called, the Jericho, the 941 Jericho, I think it's called. And I think they're all based on the CZ75 essentially. I think you can sort of tell by the way that this kind of curls around here, similar to the CZ75 Shadow that I've done a video about. Also, you can see how the slide is a lot shallower than on something, for instance, like a 1911. The slide comes down a bit further, but these are really, really shallow slides, and that kind of is reminiscent of the CZ. A really nice pistol, as I said before. It's all metal, very heavy metal grip here. All your safety here, you take down. Slide catch is metal hammer, metal trigger. It's a nice kind of. I'd probably just call it gunmetal grey, I suppose. It's just a really nice finish to it. It's got nice etched grip there, stippling, I suppose. Same on the back. Adjustable sights there at the rear and at the front, by the looks of it. I never noticed that before. No dots on the sights, but pretty easy to get sight acquisition. As you can see the end there, you can see it. Nice grippy slide there, front and back. Quite an aggressive right angle there on the trigger guard. Let's turn it over. Again, you've got your 177 KWC, another KWC gun. So they obviously like to make these full metal replicas. Bit of warning information there. Adult supervision required. Not to toy. Absolutely. Ambidextrous safety. So that could flip on and off from either side. Nice little red dot there for when you're in fire mode. Big flared mag well there. I guess that's for if this was the real gun and you're involved in competition shooting, you need to be able to quickly get a magazine in, so that flared mag just guides it home a bit easier. Like I say, it's very heavy, very weighty, feels really nice. Feels really nice. Let's have a look at that magazine. Again, you've got this really protruding magazine release catch there with stippling on it again. Obviously that's for a quick release, and the magazine will just drop out quite easily when I press that. Let's have a look at this magazine. Pretty standard fare again, really. Just like your average, nice kind of rounded base on it, but it's the same old deal. It's unscrew that, drop in your CO2, bit of Pelgon oil. I think I've said that on pretty much every video so far, so I'm sure you're getting sick of hearing that. The BBs, this does allow you to, it's a strong spring again. Got no fingernails. I'm not even going to manage to bring that down, I don't think. Yeah, there we go. You can feed the BBs in just there in that hole. So that's useful. Slide that back up. And you are good to go. Yeah. Field strippable again, if you want to do that, if that's the sort of thing that interests you. You can see there's a bit of wear and tear there. I'll show you the wear and tear at the front as well, because look at that. Awful job. I don't know what I've done there. I don't know if I dropped it on its end. Shocking behaviour. Shocking behaviour. But it's a nice recessed barrel. Unfortunately, that's got nothing to do with the actual barrel. It's just an outer, so it looks a bit more realistic. But inside there's your real barrel. That brass thing there. The brass cylinder, so the gun is perfectly operable. Shall I see if I can take it down? Okay, let's have a look. So, take the mag out first of all. Right, and then you're at the slide, and then similar to the Shadow, where you had the notches, because it's the same sort of pistol based on the CZ, you have a dot there, and you have a dot there. And I don't think I've seen too many videos on YouTube where they talk this through. So you line the dots up like that, and that'll push through really easily. Take that out, place it up there, and then your slide should just come straight off, and then you can get to the internals there, should you wish to. See right through there. It's all looking very nice. And then you have the upper bit of the barrel there. Now I wonder if, because it's got stuck back, and I wonder if I've lost something that holds. I mean, it's a floating barrel, which I'll show you in a bit when I put it back together, but you can take this all apart, but I'm not going to do it now because I feel like I've lost something from inside it. I'm not sure if that should be just as loose as it is and like hang down like that. I mean, I know that this obviously goes back through. It kind of goes through there, as far as I'm aware. But anyway, yeah, so easy enough to take down. Again, oops, the bottom part of it, the rails are on the outside. Is that going to focus on me? Take that out of the way. Yeah, the rails on the outside and on the inside of the upper. So let's do this. Let's put it back together. It goes all the way back. Try and get it in front of the camera. Now you can see there. Nothing's going to go through that hole while that's there. So I just need to make sure that everything's out of the way. That's better. Yeah, I feel like I've maybe lost a spring or something somewhere along the way. That goes back in there, and good to go. I think these are quite cheap now. I think it's the sort of thing that I think they used to sell a lot of them, and they've moved on to newer models, different versions of pistols, this, that, and the other. And I'm not sure they make these anymore. Maybe they do. I think it's easier to get hold of the Gold Custom than it is to get hold of this Limited Custom. Although I guess depending where you live in the country, your local shop might have loads of these and none of the others. Really nice gun, as I said before. I honestly couldn't give you, I mean, in terms of cost, ballpark probably about 120 quid. Maybe even less than that now. Maybe even less than that. Same old story with CO2. You'll probably get about 4 magazines from each CO2, each 12 gram CO2 cylinder, and it's going to be accurate over a few feet. 330 feet per second, I reckon. It feels really nice. I just really like this gun. I really like the look of it. It's different to anything else I've got. Nice and heavy, nice and weighty. Feels quite chunky, quite cool. So, I hope you enjoyed that. That is the Tanfoglio Limited Custom Full Metal CO2 4.5mm BB Air Pistol. See you next time.